Hi, it's Lisa. I've been thinking a lot lately about counterproductive behaviors. Counterproductive behaviors are the things that we do that move us away from our goals or from what we want to achieve. Things like procrastination, withholding our ideas, not stepping forward for opportunities that we really want. When these counterproductive behaviors present themselves, they're an opportunity to really look at what's holding you back. What's the underlying challenge here? Here's what this looks like. I have this client, we'll call her Sasha. She's very successful in her work and very well respected. When we first started working together, the first issue she brought up in coaching was that she was procrastinating about planning a presentation. She had taken on this project for her organization that was outside of her usual job description, and it was going to really help the company to lay the foundation for growth. So she knew how important it was, and she was still putting it off, putting together the presentation for key stakeholders, despite being really passionate about the project. When I listened to Sasha talk about it and why she was so passionate about it, that shone through so brightly. I would have signed on right away if I'd been one of the stakeholders. As we explored, though, what was happening for her, it came up that she didn't know how to put that passion into a PowerPoint presentation. And that was keeping her from getting started, even building the story that she wanted to tell. As we dug a little deeper, though, we realized that there was also a fear of being more visible. If Sasha stepped outside of her usual role, the role she shone so brightly in, there was a risk that she might fail. This wasn't as clearly in her wheelhouse. And she wasn't accustomed to failing. So it's this obstacle that we really started with. My clients know I don't go for empty cheerleading. So instead of telling Sasha that, she could do it, come on, I asked her what the risk was if it didn't go well. And we explored that for a bit. Sasha came to the realization that if she didn't do well, there were others who would support her in getting the message across. She'd still have her job, she'd still have her reputation, and so the fear of failing was reduced a little bit. We also explored why she hadn't had a lot of failure in the past and why she had a solid reputation. So in that, she noticed the strengths that she brought, and we drew connections between those strengths and how that would support her in the stakeholder meeting. Then finally after that, we went back to the mechanism of procrastination, not feeling good at telling a story visually. We realized that the PowerPoint presentation was actually the last part of the work. So she was trying to edit the book before it was even written. She decided instead to start with the passion and the story, however messy that might be. And then once she was done getting all that out, she would worry about the presentation, the visuals, and getting it prettied up. She also realized that she had colleagues who were better at visual storytelling that she could draw on as resources, which made a huge difference for her. By drawing on those resources, by letting herself be messy at first and letting her cross the barrier when it came time to do that, instead of worrying about the barrier before she even started, she managed to get it done in no time. I hope that's helpful for you. If you have any questions, please reach out. I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what you found most helpful. I would love to hear it. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much.